aerodynamics. Let's talk about moments. Just a little bit. Okay, you are an aircraft technician. You work on aircraft, and or you may be an auto mechanic, or even you at home doing your surface. If there is something that may be common to all of you, and it is called moment. Moment. Okay. As a mechanic, aircraft mechanic, let's say you are tightening, a nut, okay, using your wrench. Okay, so you got your wrench, and then you're tightening a nut. So when you do that, there's a twisting action that is happening at the center of the bolt, okay, containing the nut you are tightening. There's a twisting action that is going on. So that twisting action that is going on is called moment. Moment. Or there's another term that is more sophisticated for it, and that's torque. Okay? Now, when you use the wrench, you turn the wrench, what you're doing, you are applying a force to the wrench. Okay, so but the wrench you're using may be a long wrench, or it may be a short wrench. It could be a 10 feet wrench. It could be 20 feet wrench. That makes that distinction, that difference in the length of the wrench you're using, has a lot to do with the calculation of moment. So we can say that moment can be found by multiplying the force that you are applying to turn the wrench with the length of the wrench, which is technically called the arm of the moment. So you have force and arm, the arm which is also the length. Okay, so the formula for moment is moment m Okay, M equal force time arm. Okay, moment is moment equal force time arm, which is the length of the wrench, and it is expressed either in foot-pound or inch-pound, depending on the length of the wrench that you are using to tighten the knot. If you are using a wrench that is less than I would say than a foot, your result, your calculation will be expressed in terms of inch-pound, but one foot and over, your calculation of the moment will be expressed in foot pound. Okay, so as a mechanic, you use moment. Okay, you use moment doing your job, but you know, the pilots use that notion more than you do. Well, I don't know, but they use it. The pilots use the notion of moment all the time in flight. Okay, because for them to control the aircraft, they use flight controls, and those flight controls, okay, in order for them to control the aircraft in whatever direction, moment must be applied to the center, to the CG, to the center of gravity of the aircraft. It's like, an example. If the pilot wants to move, wants to pitch the aircraft, the nose of the aircraft, up or down, what he's going to do is going to apply the elevator to do so. So when the pilot moves the elevator, what happens? The air load, okay, the air loads apply a force to the surface of the elevator, and that force, the distance from that force from the elevator to the center of gravity, CG of the airplane, okay, let me rephrase that. The load, the air loads, that the force, because the air loads apply a force to the elevator that moves the elevator. Okay, so the distance that force, okay, applied on the elevator multiplied by the distance of the force to the center of gravity, the CG of the aircraft. That's the moment. That's the moment that causes the nose of the aircraft to the nose of the aircraft to pitch either up or down. So you see, no, it's not it's not only the mechanics, the technicians who use moment, you know, in aviation. So the moments that are really of interest, you know, to the pilots, they are pitching moments, uh, yawing moment, or moments, whirling moments. Those are the moments that are really of interest to the pilot, because they control those moments, control the different directions of the aircraft. Okay, so but one thing that we need to understand, that several moments may be applied to the CG of the aircraft at the same time. So this is why it is important to, when you use moments, when you classify moments, you need to classify them not only by the magnitude, but by the magnitudes or sizes, but also by direction of rotation. Okay, such as because because different moments may direct the aircraft in different directions. So that's why it is very important to classify those moments as either as magnitude and direction as well, such as, you know, moment clockwise, positive moment, counterclockwise, negative moment, and so on. It is important to make that distinction. So there's something in aviation to remember, is that the flight controls on an aircraft use moments, okay, to control the aircraft, because air loads apply forces to those flight controls, and then the distances between those flight controls to the center of gravity create that moment, that torque, okay, that you know, act on the aircraft to make whatever move. Alright, so that's something to really remember. And so as you can see, it's not only the aircraft mechanics or the aircraft technicians it's not only those people who use moments. The pilots also use moments when they fly. All the time, moments, talk. Okay? So, that's it about moments. And I hope you understand the concept. And even you at home, whenever you turn something, okay, and you apply a force to turn something, let's say you're opening, okay, you have a bottle, a jar, and you try to open it, and it's hard to open, right? And you apply a force to open the jar, to open the cover, of the jar. You know, you try to open it. Okay, you are applying you are applying it. You are causing a twisting action counterclockwise. That's a moment. Okay, so that moment is a negative moment, but it's still a moment. Okay, so now when you close it back, when you do a clockwise motion, okay, if you want to close it very, you know, very tightly, you apply force to it clockwise. That's a positive moment. Okay, so even at home, you apply the concept of moment. Okay, that's it. That's all about moment, and I hope you understand. And next time we will see other aerodynamic concepts.